It's a bar. Ask for Tony.
Blood Ties continues on Central next Tuesday night at 11:40. Movie sex gods and goddesses have been around as long as Hollywood itself. Tonight and tomorrow on Central, we take a two-part look at the best-known sex symbols, starting at 3:25 after How Was It For You?
The chief, a policeman under pressure and out on the streets. So are his men.
I don't think I've made any mistakes. I think you have. That is why I'm going.
A high-speed chase with a disastrous end. Just one of the problems facing the chief.
Are you threatening me? Warning you. Good.
Still the chief, but for how long? Watch Friday at 9 on Central.
Backchat, it's the talk of your town. Ring 0898 888 600. Join Backchat's party right now. Ring 0898 888 600.
Now I go into cleaning to earn an honest bo. When I'm cleaning windows. When I'm cleaning windows.
Now you know what an oil has to go through. Why chance anything less?
This is My Garden. My Garden grows into a complete reference work of really practical advice. There's a gardener's diary to help you add colour all year round. Easy to follow guides show you how to add colour to hanging baskets for instant effect. Alphabetical profiles built into a dictionary of plants. With My Garden, every corner of your garden can be beautiful all year round. My Garden from Marshall-Cavendish is out now.
It's okay. It's just a nightmare.
It came for the thrill of the hunt.
He's on safari. Lions. Tigers. The bears. Oh my.
He's in town with a few days to kill. Predator 2.
At a cinema near you from Friday.
For sale, weekend home with views across the South Downs and the Yorkshire Dales. Excellent sailing and golf. Hot running water, cold running water. Good fishing, home cooking, friendly neighbors, large back garden. When you own a caravan, great weekends and holidays are round the corner. Just get up and go. For a free guide, ask your dealer.
A crisp, rich chocolate flavour coating, luscious vanilla ice cream, and through the middle, the bubbles in the sky. Sky is the new choc bar experience from Walls. You can get carried away by the bubbles in the sky.
If anyone ever tells you there's anything bigger than Andrex, it's just a shaggy dog story.
If you're sat around at home, make new friends on the telephone.
0898 440044. Chat back.
Nice try, Fido. But nothing delivers the news faster than Oracle.
The ultimate newspaper.
Celia Brayfield, Jane Irving and Bertice Redding discuss weighty matters with Henry Kelly after the latest news headlines from ITN.
The House of Lords has voted to block the bill to allow the prosecution of alleged Nazi war criminals for a second time, causing a constitutional crisis. The debate continued until well after midnight. The government is now planning to overrule the Lords using legislation which hasn't been used for more than 40 years. Lord Waddington, the leader of the House, warned peers the government could now enforce the Parliament Act. It will be the first time it's been used since 1949. The Prime Minister says the United Nations has been too slow in helping the Kurdish refugees. He called for less talk and more action. In a strongly worded letter to the UN Secretary-General Peres de Cuellar, Mr. Major said thousands more Kurds could die while they wait for the UN to act. Hundreds of Kurds have now left their camps in the mountains and are heading down to the safe havens set up by Allied troops in northern Iraq. Here, a skydiver has rescued two colleagues in mid-air after their parachute failed to open. A report in today's Daily Star says they were a few seconds from death. Instructor and pupil were belted together and jumped out at 12,000 feet. The skydiver filming them saw a cord had wrapped itself around the instructor's neck. He dropped towards them at 125 miles an hour and released their parachute. That's it for now. We'll have more news later.
Now on Central, Henry Kelly asks, how was it for you?
Hello. Women worry about their weight more so than men do in our society. Why is that? Well, is it pressure put upon them by the media, by their peers, by men, or in fact just by women's own vanity? With me are three women who at some time in their lives have all felt that they had suffered because of overweight. First Jane Irving, and then Celia Brayfield, and Bertice Redding, with whom I will begin. And can I ask you, Bertice, were you always, even as a little girl, fat?
Well, actually, I started my first weight reducing problems when I first started to walk. I was born weighing 15 pounds, and I never lost a pound, as most babies do, and I just kept right on going.
But people, your parents, those around you, your family, must have been either encouraging this or providing the wherewithal for you to continue to be fat.
My mother fed me like I was working in a coal pit. I have never, when I think about it now, I mean, I couldn't eat now what my mother used to feed me as a child.
Tell us.
Well, I mean, you always had cream of wheat in the morning and milk, and you had toast, and then you had an egg and bacon or something like that. That was breakfast. For lunch, when I used to come home from school, I had like 3 sandwiches. Sometimes it was with meat, chicken or something. Sometimes it was jelly. If it was jelly and peanut butter, I got 3 sandwiches, 2 glasses of milk, a piece of apple pie or whatever pie was made the night before, and an orange and a banana to skip off to school with. Now, when I skipped off to school and sat in class, I fell asleep before I was in there 2 minutes.
I must admit, I'm not surprised. Celia, to take the title of of our program. I mean, how was it for you growing up? Did you have a weight problem?
Yes, it was pretty similar. I didn't go on my first diet until I was 12.
Oh.
I gave up sugar when I was 12. But I was a fat kid. The first word I heard when I went to school was fatty.
Oh, me too.
I weighed 8 stone when I was 8. I did actually fine down a bit when I was a teenager. When I look back at the pictures, I was quite reasonable, average kind of size when I was 16. But by then, my body image was so distorted that I thought I looked like an elephant.
What were the sort of social manifestations for you? I mean, the equivalent of any embarrassment that the young Bertice might have felt at falling
forget
asleep.
embarrassment. Embarrassment was the least of it. You started out as a child. Children are very cruel physically. I just got beaten up the whole time when I was in little school, primary school. I more or less had to fight every boy in school to get any peace. Then after that, it was pretty hard making friends. And you just couldn't do. You were apart, you were set apart, you were different, you couldn't do what your friends did, you weren't like them, you were an outsider. You were absolutely condemned to it by your size.
I can't believe, looking at you, Jane Irvine, and I've been either working with you or seeing you on television for nigh on 10 years.